From that night and for 3 chilling months, a tale unfolded that will send shivers down your spine. This shocking account, shared by Jatin, began in 2022. Jatin, a college student from Fatehpur, Uttar Pradesh, often rode his bike with Nikhil, his neighborhood friend. They shared classes and a familiar route. Their college friend, Ravi, lived 20 kilometers away in a village. His sister's wedding approached, and he warmly invited them to help with preparations. Agreeing, they planned to leave at 2:00 p.m., bringing clothes to change into at Ravi's house. The big day was set to begin. Nikhil's brother had taken his bike, so he arrived at Jatin's on his father's Splendor, which had a side-mounted trunk. They prepared to depart. On the Fatehpur bypass, Nikhil spotted a liquor shop. He suggested a quick stop, despite Jatin's initial hesitation about the wedding festivities. Temptation won. They each bought a half bottle, quickly drank 2 servings, then hid the rest in the motorcycle's trunk. The journey continued. Upon reaching Ravi's village, they discovered the wedding was at a nearby hall. Jatin and Nikhil immediately began helping, transporting household items to the venue. After tasks concluded, the 3 friends remained at Ravi's house to prepare. Ravi produced more liquor, pouring drinks for everyone, despite Jatin's concern. With drinks consumed, the 3 young men headed to the wedding hall. Rituals lasted late into the night, guests slowly departing. At 2:00 a.m., Jatin and Nikhil stepped out of the wedding hall into the biting cold. They found a guard's fire nearby and sought its warmth. Nikhil, feeling drowsy, suggested checking sleeping arrangements inside. They found all the folding beds completely occupied, with no space available. Disappointed, Nikhil returned to the fire with Jatin, where they decided to wait until 6:00 a.m. to leave for Fatehpur. The hour was growing late. Nikhil, tired, proposed leaving for Fatehpur immediately, seeking sleep. Jatin strongly disagreed, citing the late hour, cold, and heavy fog. Jatin insisted they call Ravi. He soon emerged, bewildered, questioning their late-night departure into the cold and fog. Ravi suggested they ask his father. When he arrived, Nikhil explained his need to leave, but Ravi's father advised them to stay and sleep. Nikhil remained adamant, citing crowded rooms. Ravi's father, seeing his resolve, finally agreed, urging them to drive slowly and call upon arrival. Ravi's father then asked Ravi to give them a box of sweets. Ravi handed Nikhil the lattice, which he promptly placed in the motorcycle's trunk. At Ravi's house, they changed into warmer jackets before setting off for Fatehpur. The village road soon led them to the main highway. On the foggy highway, they slowly moved towards Fatehpur. After 40 minutes, they reached the bypass, where 2 routes diverged. Nikhil, feeling very sleepy, suggested a shortcut near the RTO office. It was faster, though partly unpaved, a route they knew by day. They decided to take the shortcut, despite Jatin's sudden fear. He voiced concerns about dark, unknown paths and potential dangers like robbers. Nikhil dismissed Jatin's fears, reassuring him the unpaved section was short, followed by neighborhoods and a paved road leading home. Jatin had no choice. Fields lined the road. Further ahead, near their route to the main bus stand, a post-mortem house was visible. A shiver ran down Jatin's spine. Terrified, Jatin urged Nikhil to speed up. They accelerated, leaving the dirt path behind and finally reaching the familiar paved road. On the paved road, Nikhil stopped the bike. He reminded Jatin about the liquor in the trunk, fearful of his father discovering it. Jatin suggested discarding the bottle, but Nikhil, unwilling to risk discovery, insisted they drink it now. He would not be dissuaded. Nikhil retrieved the liquor and disposable glasses, pouring generous drinks. Standing by the silent road, both began to consume the alcohol. 100 meters ahead, near a sharp turn, stood a large mango tree. Jatin suddenly felt an unsettling presence, a sense of being watched. Jatin told Nikhil he saw someone in the tree. Nikhil, dismissing it as a drunken shadow, lit a cigarette, but Jatin's gaze remained fixed. Then Jatin saw movement. A young girl, 20 to 25 years old, sitting among the leaves, staring directly at him. Panic seized him. Jatin, frantic, urged Nikhil to throw the liquor and flee. Nikhil complied, but then, craving something sweet, asked for Ravi's lattice. They quickly ate a laddu each, replacing the box. Jatin, sensing Nikhil's discomfort, took the handlebars, deciding to drive them quickly past the tree. Just past the mango tree, the motorcycle violently jerked to a halt. Jatin, bewildered, confirmed the fuel tank was full, finding no explanation. Jatin, frustrated, repeatedly kicked the bike's starter. It eventually rumbled to life, much to Nikhil's agitated relief and renewed complaints. As Jatin started to move, a strange creaking noise began. The motorcycle felt incredibly heavy, as if an unseen weight burdened them. Nikhil suggested a clutch issue. Eventually, they reached Jatin's house. His mother opened the gate, and Nikhil departed for his own home next door. Jatin confirmed their safe arrival to Ravi. The next morning, Jatin awoke to 8 missed calls from Nikhil. When he called back, Nikhil's mother answered, her voice laced with deep concern. Fearing the alcohol discovery, Jatin rushed to Nikhil's house. He found his friend in bed, racked with a high fever, deeply unwell. Nikhil's mother revealed an eerie sight, a 20 to 25-year-old girl sitting by Nikhil's head, staring. Upon her entry, the girl vanished, passing straight through the wall. Jatin froze, completely stunned. Nikhil's mother then pressed him for the truth, questioning their late-night journey and its mysterious events. Jatin recounted their journey, carefully omitting the alcohol incident to avoid further trouble. Nikhil's mother suspected their chosen route. Nikhil's mother, desperate, asked Jatin if he knew an exorcist. Jatin contacted his mother, who knew a Baba in her village. They sought his help. At the Baba's village home, Nikhil was seated within a large salt circle. The Baba closed his eyes, beginning an intense rhythmic chant. Still chanting, the Baba revealed they had consumed liquor and sweets on that road, unknowingly attracting a spirit. Nikhil's father was stunned. The Baba explained Jatin's safety. His mother's prayers, Rudraksha beads, and a cleric's protective mantras around his house had saved him. The Baba revealed the spirit was a 23-year-old virgin, victim of a road accident, her spirit now with Nikhil, not the mango tree. The family pleaded for a solution. The Baba placed a shadow on Nikhil's hand, tied a protective thread around his neck, and gave him blessed water. He instructed them on a 7-day ritual. Following the Baba's advice, they took Nikhil home. His condition appeared to improve, leading them to believe he had fully recovered. But it was fleeting. A month later, Nikhil's health declined sharply. He saw the girl everywhere, rapidly losing weight and strength over 3 tormenting months. One morning, Nikhil called Jatin for a walk, desperate for fresh air. In the park, Jatin was shocked by his friend's alarming exhaustion and frail health. Nikhil, breaking down, confessed the horrifying truth. The girl lived in his room, paralyzing him with her one-eyed stare. She was physically tormenting him for hours. Nikhil tried to tell his family, but the girl's nightly torment worsened. She screamed, "You'll go with me. No godman can save you." With Nikhil's health rapidly failing, his family learned of Maharaj Jai, a blind devotee of Lord Hanuman, renowned for his spiritual power. They sought his help. The night before seeing Maharaj Jai, the spirit knew. Nikhil screamed in a girl's voice, violently claiming him. "He's mine. I'll take him with me." After calming Nikhil, his father, brother, Ravi, and Jatin embarked on the summer journey to Maharaj Jai's abode, clinging to a fragile hope. Upon their arrival, Maharaj Jai, blind but perceiving, immediately declared, "Son, you're too late." Nikhil's family collapsed in tears, pleading for a solution. Maharaj Jai explained the girl was a bride-to-be, her spirit now immensely powerful, claiming Nikhil. Only Mehendip or Balaji could help, but time was critically short. At home, Nikhil's maternal uncles had arrived. The family, united in despair, immediately resolved to take Nikhil to Mehendip or Balaji, their last hope. Nikhil, with a grim premonition, told his brother to care for their mother, as Jatin remained behind. the tormented journey to Balaji began. 120 kilometers from the temple, they stopped at a dhaba. Nikhil appeared calm, so the family, relieved, went for tea. Returning, they found Nikhil unconscious. Rushing him to a nearby nursing home, the doctor quickly delivered the devastating news. Nikhil was dead. Nikhil's brother called Jatin, delivering the shocking news. The family, phones off, made the somber journey home, with Nikhil's lifeless body. At home, Nikhil's mother demanded to know where her son was. His father, breaking down, revealed the truth. Her grief turned to enraged accusations against Jatin. Shattered, Nikhil's parents stopped speaking to Jatin. Days after the funeral, Nikhil's spectral form began appearing in Jatin's dreams, blaming him. Jatin, tormented daily, confided in his mother. They called a priest, who performed rituals and gave Jatin an amulet and thread to wear for life. The appearances ceased, but Jatin carried an enduring pain. He wished he had forcefully stopped Nikhil that night, believing his friend would still be alive.